Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P, Pep. Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal, presents
The Adventures of Superman. Today, a grave responsibility rests on young Jimmy Olsen, for Walter Green has promised to take him to the leader of the group that so avidly seeks to destroy the fellowship of man.
Say, gang, do you know why Mother likes you to play outdoors when the sun is shining? Why, because the sun makes good old vitamin D for you that helps build strong bones and teeth. And do you know why Mom likes you to clean up every bit of your breakfast bowl full of Kellogg's Pep? Well, for one thing, because Pep gives you your whole daily minimum need of that same sunshine vitamin D in every 1-ounce serving, plus more than twice as much of an energy vitamin, B1, as in sun-ripened whole wheat. Yes, Kellogg's Pep is a doggone sunny, nutritious cereal. Doggone good tasting, too. And, gang, here's something else that Mom's thinking about when she serves up Kellogg's Pep. Nowadays, it's more important than ever that you eat every last bite, because whole wheat is one of the good golden grains that's been picked out to help feed hungry fellows and girls all over the world. These children can't grow up sturdy and strong if we don't help them. So think of that when it's Pep time at your house. Don't waste it. If you pour your own cereal, pour it carefully and eat all that you pour out. Tell the rest of your family to be careful, too. That's one way you can help those hungry children overseas.
And now, The Adventures of Superman. When Jimmy Olsen, masquerading as a young tough, found himself in a position where he was about to be exposed as a spy and suffer violence at the hands of Muggs and his gang of juvenile hoodlums, there seemed to be no escape. But Clark Kent, accompanied by a police sergeant, arrived at the pool room hangout of the gang just in time, and going through the motions of a phony arrest, rushed Jimmy out of danger. Now, a strange situation has developed. Muggs has informed the mysterious head of the hate-mongering organization behind his gang that Jimmy was arrested, and a lawyer named Walter Green has been sent to police headquarters to get Jimmy out of jail. Actually, of course, Jimmy is not under arrest, but again, guided by Clark Kent, he is putting on an act in an effort to learn the identity of the breeders of hate. As we continue now, Green, the lawyer, has left Jimmy and has gone to Inspector Henderson's office to demand his release. For a long moment, the prison corridor is silent and empty. Then soft footsteps fade in, and the figure of Clark Kent looms up out of the half-darkness at the bars of the cell.
Jim?
That you, Mr. Kent?
Yes. How did you make out?
Gosh, I don't know. I can't believe it yet.
Can't believe what?
He said he's going to take me to the big boss.
What?
The guy who runs...
That's wonderful.
Well, there must be a catch to it. I don't trust him.
Why did he offer to do it?
Well, I don't know.
Hold it. Someone's coming. Okay, it's Charlie making the rounds. He went down the other corridor. Now, why did he offer to do it, Jim?
I don't know. Except I was acting awful tough and making out like I was suspicious of him, the way you told me.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden, he said I was a smart kid, and he was going to take me up to meet the big boss. But I think there's a catch in it.
Maybe not. Where is he now? With Henderson?
Yeah, I guess so. He said he'd get me out if he had to swear a writ of something or other.
Habeas corpus.
What's that, Mr. Kent? It sounds like Latin.
It is. A writ of habeas corpus is permission granted by the court for someone to have or possess a human being who is being unlawfully held by the police.
Boy, someone sure figured things out.
Yes, Jim, someone sure did. That's why we're all so jealous of American democracy, because it guards its citizens against abuses. You know what happened in Germany under Hitler? A man could rot in jail before anyone could get near him.
Oh, you mean what happened in Germany couldn't happen here?
Unless we're mighty careful, it could. Hitler may be dead, but his mad, twisted ideas didn't die with him. There are still a lot of people who want power. Well, like the man we're after. And they know the best way to get it is to start trouble among different races and religions. That's what we've got to fight, Jim, and there isn't much time.
Yeah, Green will be down again any minute.
All right, now look, Jim, your hunch may be right. There could be a catch to this. But either way, you can't back out now. You'll have to follow through.
Okay.
Now, all I can tell you is be careful. Watch your step. Don't take any chances.
Mm-hmm.
Too much at stake. If Green does lead you to the man behind the hate campaign, you'll be stepping into a rat hole. Just remember, Jim, rats have sharp teeth.
How far we gotta go before we get to where you're taking me, mister?
What difference does it make?
Makes a lot of difference. I don't like the looks of this.
Relax, Olson. Got you out of jail, didn't I?
So what? They didn't have nothing on me.
Look, you're a smart boy. You can go far. Keep your nose clean.
How far am I going now?
Large apartment house in the middle of the block.
Who lives there?
You'll find out in just a few moments. You wait here in the foyer, Olson. I'll be right back.
First, I want to know whose joint this is.
I told you you'll find out in a few moments. Now wait there.
I'll find out sooner than that, Mr. Green, if I can. This door doesn't look very thick. Maybe I can hear...
the Olson boy with me.
Yes, I can.
Why did you bring him here?
Well, I thought maybe you wanted to see him.
Why should I want to see the little gutter sniper?
I'll remember that, you punk.
A lot smarter than Muggs. I couldn't get him to open his mouth.
Just wait till I
Is
start,
that
Mr.
supposed
Green.
to be a recommendation for cleverness, a closed mouth?
Well, I mean, I couldn't get him to talk. He was suspicious of him.
And yet he allowed you to bring him here.
I had quite a job talking him into it.
I pay you to handle my legal business and the legal business of this organization, Green, not to conduct my labor relations. Why was he arrested?
Well, he was being held for questioning about the automobile accident the other boy was involved in.
Is that all?
That's all as far as I could find out. First, they wouldn't let me see him. Kept me waiting almost a half hour. Finally, they realized they had nothing to hold him. Now, he's the kind of boy we need. Smart, fast, plenty of nerve.
All right, bring him in.
Take a deep breath, Olson. This is it.
Backing away from the door, Jimmy waits for it to open. His mouth suddenly gone dry and his heart pounding against his ribs. Yes, this is it. In a moment, the door will open, and he will be led into the rat hole. And as Clark Kent said, rats have sharp teeth. What will happen? We'll know in a moment when we return for the climax of today's exciting episode. So stand by.
You know, gang, this business of eating every last spoonful of your morning dish of Kellogg's Pep is mighty important these days. Of course, nobody has to be coaxed to eat Pep because it's sunny and golden toasted and good tasting. And because it's good for you, too. Why, every 1 ounce serving of Kellogg's Pep gives you your whole daily minimum need of sunshine vitamin D. There's an energy vitamin, too, B1, more than twice as much as in sun-ripened whole wheat. But you have other people to think about, too, when you're polishing off your breakfast bowl full of Kellogg's Pep. Other fellas and girls just like you who are hungry and undernourished. These children overseas need the good golden cereal grains to help them grow up sturdy and strong. That's why there should be no waste of cereals at your house. So when Mom brings Kellogg's Pep home from the grocer's, make yourself a committee of one to help guard against waste. If you pour your own cereal, pour it carefully and eat up every bit you pour out. Tell your younger brothers and sisters to be careful, too. Then you're doing your bit to help those hungry children overseas. Come in, Olson.
It's about time.
You only waited a few minutes. Come in.
Who's in there?
Step inside and you'll find out.
I don't see no one.
You can hear me, can't you?
Who said that?
I did.
Where are you?
Behind the velvet curtain directly in front of you. Stay where you are. Don't move. You can't see me. In fact, you're very fortunate to be able to hear me.
What's this all about, Green?
Just listen to him.
Olson?
What?
How long have you been working for Muggs?
I ain't talking.
You can talk to me. It's perfectly safe.
Oh, yeah? How do I know? What's your name?
My name wouldn't mean anything to you.
He's a tough man, Olson.
That's what you say. Why don't he come out from behind that curtain?
Because my identity must remain secret. You know the type of work we're doing, don't you?
What's that got to do with it?
No one except a few close associates, such as Mr. Green, must know who is at the head of the Guardians of America.
The what?
The Guardians of America. That's the name of our organization. We have banded together to guard this country against the foreigners in our midst. We're going to protect America for those of us who have pure blood. You know what happened to the drugstore belonging to the Jew Hoffman?
Yeah, I know.
The same thing will happen to all the members of the committee attempting to raise money to build an interfaith community house. We don't want the Catholics and the Jews to get along with one another. We don't want Protestants to mingle with Catholics. If that happens, we'll never gain any power. People who are friendly and stick together are hard to control. We want them hating one another. That's why we spread stories around. We tell the Christians that the Jews are trying to take over the country. And we tell the Jews the Christians want to kill every one of them.
But that's not...
Of course, it's not true. But as Hitler said, if you tell a lie over and over again, people will begin to believe it.
So what good did it do him? He got knocked off.
Hitler was a great man, Olson. He made only one mistake. He moved too fast. But we're not making that mistake. We're going slowly. And you can go along with us if you wish.
Yeah? How?
Well, Mr. Green here seems to think that you're a very smart boy. I'm going to give you a chance to prove it. I'm going to give you a little job to do.
What kind of a job?
A very important job. A man named Klein owns an art gallery here in Metropolis. There are some very valuable paintings in the gallery, paintings worth thousands of dollars. Now, Mr. Klein has contributed a large sum of money to that Unity House building fund, despite our warning. Are you following me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I want you to buy yourself a new suit of clothes, get your hair cut, and pay a visit to Mr. Klein's art gallery. You can be a high school boy who has to write a composition on famous paintings, and you're looking some of them over. You'll take a sharp razor blade with you, and while you're looking at the paintings, you'll slash some of them.
Oh, yeah? And what if I get caught?
Well, if you're as smart as he thinks you are, you won't get caught. And I'll pay you $50 for each painting you cut.
$50 for each one?
Yes.
Okay. When do I do it?
Tomorrow afternoon. I'll give you the address for the art gallery before you leave. And I'll also give you the names of the paintings I want destroyed.
Swell.
And one more thing.
Yeah?
If you handle this job properly, you can take Muggs's place as leader of the gang.
Staring at the black velvet curtain from behind which comes the cold, hard voice of the mysterious leader of the so-called Guardians of America, Jimmy Gulps. Still unable to identify the owner of the voice, he finds himself faced with a problem. If he refuses the job he has been offered, he may never have another opportunity to make the identification. But if he accepts the job, it will mean committing an act of violence, a crime. What can he do? What would you do if you were in Jimmy Olsen's place? Think it over, and tomorrow be sure to listen to find out what Jimmy does with the help of Superman. Yes, be sure to listen tomorrow, same time, same station, for the exciting episode entitled Superman Sets a Trap.
And remember, for breakfast, it's Kellogg's Pep.
For excitement, the adventures of Superman.
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC comic magazines and is brought to you Monday through Friday at the same time by Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal. Say, gang, you know...